Welcome, everybody, to My AI Live. Today is Wednesday, August 28th. My AI Live, we get together every Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern Time, 8 a.m. Pacific. We are helping you become consistent in social media, consistent in conversations by using the My AI system. And so, why come each day? There's the question. Why? Well, it's like, I did this yesterday. Why do I have to do it again today? Well, it's kind of like bathing. It works best if we do it daily, right? And so, like our supplements work better internally than they do on the counter. So really what we want to make sure that we're doing the work, but we do the work every single day, right? And that's what's so important. So let's do the work together. Now, we're going to make our social media posts, but first I want to make sure that do I have anybody who's brand new today? Never been here before, brand new. If you're brand new, please put a 1 in the chat. 1 in the chat if you are brand new. And if you've been here before and learned some great things, put some 7s in the chat for me. 7s in the chat if you've been here before and learned some great things. 1 in the chat if you are brand new. Now, I know I have some newer people, which is great. But if you're brand new, so Michael, great to see you. Great to have you here today. So we do have 1 new person here. And so real quick, why do we do this work every single day like this? Like, why do we do this together? Like, I could just in the tendency can be sometimes. There's my coach Jenny. Coach Jenny and I have been together for 4 years, almost 5 years. It's been a long time. We've been doing this work. Coach Paul, myself, Adrian, all of us have been doing this work together for a very long time, getting together every Monday through Friday. We do our work together. And why do we do that? We do that because it builds consistency, and consistency is king in everything. There is nothing that doesn't work best with consistency. Any health and wellness people here at all? Or any of you in health and wellness, network marketing, health and wellness? You know that your health and wellness people, the people that take the supplement every day, do better than the people that take the supplement once a month, right? Can we agree on that? Yeah. Okay, Jenny's in weight loss. She's going to tell you if you eat on program every day, it's going to work better than if you eat on program one day and eat pizzas every other day, right? You're going to lose more weight. It's just true, right? The same thing is with conversations. Conversations are king in this business. If you're going to be in network marketing and be successful, like Tom Chenault, he built all of this before there was even internet. The same concept works when you have internet. It's still about conversations. And so what we do is we get together each day and we're going to give you some ideas and some posts that can start conversations. Fantastic. The coffee industry, the reishi, the mushroom coffee. Fantastic. Great product out. A lot of companies have it. One of my best friends has had it in her company for a long, long time. Love it. So even if you're in the coffee industry, you have to talk to people about coffee, right? So it all requires people. So how do you find more people? One of the most interesting things that people say to me is, Elizabeth, I don't know who to talk to. Okay, we can help you with that because there's 8 billion people on the planet. And we're going to help you get in front of some of them, not all of them. And we don't honestly want to be in front of all of them, right? We want to find our tribe. There's Cheryl Clow. Good to see you, girl. So we want to be able to get in front of the people that could use our product, that could use our service, that could use our business opportunity, that maybe are the same mindset that we can collaborate with and do other things with. Not every person I meet is a perfect match for my company or my product, my business, okay? But I build a tribe of like-minded people because they may know somebody that they can refer to me. Number 2, there may be something that we can collaborate on together. I can't tell you how many collaborations I've done with other people where we've both benefited greatly. And it's because of building this tribe of like-minded people, right? How do you get known as that person, though? We do this a lot through social media. Okay. And so through social media, we're going to do 3 steps each day. And I'm going to show you what those steps are. But first, I want to make sure you know where your recording is at. So when you come over here to the official corporate Nowsite group, the official corporate Nowsite group on Facebook, this is where you're going to find your recording. Okay. The official corporate Nowsite group is where you're going to find this. You'll find your recording. Let me just hit refresh right here and you'll see the little recording right here. Here you go. Little recording right here. Now, the next thing is, if you are new and you don't know who I am, you're kind of like, well, who's this lady talking with the jewelry? My name is Elizabeth Larson. I'm a personal business transformation coach. I'm a teacher, trainer, author, speaker, network marketing professional. I have been building businesses online for a very, very long time. I started teaching social media, blogging, websites, and building relationships online over 10 years ago on the stages of an essential oil company that's huge today. It was big back then, but it's super big right now. And so that's where I started off at. It's been my heart to help people really get to the goals and dreams that are important to them and to show them the easiest ways to get there, to get that most benefit. So that is who I am. All of my posts here are made with the My AI. So if you ever need ideas of something to post, come on over here. You can use any of these as a make it your own, put it into the Nowsite system, and the Nowsite will give you your version of any of these posts. So you're more than welcome to do that. This is some of my before and after pictures from my transformation. And this video right here is hilarious. If you have not seen this video, go watch it. It's so funny. Like if you need a good laugh, this is it right here. All right. Now let's go open our Nowsite program and we're going to show you the steps that you're going to take. And these steps are, when you do these consistently, you're going to have some dramatic effects on your business. Now, I will tell you it takes time. I'm not going to say it's going to happen overnight. It took me a while to get my social media turned around to where I get the results today, okay? But if I can do this, you can do this. I'm not special. I'm really not. Like any of us can do this. It's just a matter of following the steps. So let me come over here and show you the steps. First of all, when you come over here, you're going to be at the official corporate Nowsite group. And you're going to, that's where you'll find your replay to make your post. You're going to come over to nowsite.online. Nowsite.online. And once you've logged in here, you're going to see that there's 3 things that you do each day. You post on social media, you comment on other people's posts, and you start conversations. You post on social media, you comment on other people's posts, and then you start conversations. Why these 3 steps? And why consistently every day do we do these same 3 steps? Posting on social media helps us get our message out to the world, okay? Whether you're Brene Brown, Mel Robbins, Tom Chenault, Sarah Robbins, me, Blakester, doesn't matter. All of us have to get our message out there. Unless we get our message out there, people won't know that we have a message. Silence is deadly in this business. Silence is deadly. And so we need to make sure that we're getting our message out every single day. So we do that by making our post on social media. Okay, that's our number 1 step. That's our message out to the world. The second step is we comment on other people's posts. Now, why do we do that? Why do we comment on other people's posts? Well, the reason we do that is there's only so many people who are going to see our message, right? Our post is only going to go out to so many of our followers, so many of our friends, just a small percentage. So if you have 2,000 followers, you could have anywhere from like 10 to 200 that may see that message. That leaves a lot of people not seeing your message, right? Depending on your algorithm. Now, some people have bigger numbers. Some of us who have been doing this for a longer time, a lot more people will see our posts. But depending on your algorithm, you may not be getting as many people seeing your posts at first. So one of the ways to affect your algorithm and to get more people looking at your posts and seeing your posts is to comment on other people's posts. So when I do this, I can come over here, I can copy this, I can come over into our system, I can comment on a post. Here's what the post said. I can paste some text here of something that I want to say. If I just leave it blank, it's going to give me something to comment back. Absolutely love this quote. Keep pushing forward. Every step counts. Love this. I'm going to copy this to my clipboard. I'm going to come over to his post. I'm going to like it. And then I'm going to hit here. And I am going to now make a comment on this post. Now, that's the easy way to do this. The second thing that I would recommend, though, is asking a question. How have you been? I have not seen you lately. Miss you. Okay. There. Now I'm going to put that in there. Why? I'm going to ask a question to have him start the conversation, because here's the danger in when we comment on other people's posts. The reason we are commenting on other people's posts is so we can start conversations. So if I just put absolutely love this quote, keep pushing forward, every step counts, and I just leave it at that, more than likely, he's just going to heart it, like it, whatever, and that's it. That's the end of the conversation. But if I ask a question back, then the likelihood is he's going to see this question, how you been lately? I've not seen you. He's going to make a reply, and he's going to say something back to me where I'm going to be able to comment again and say something back at him. Now, why do I do that? The back and forth conversation is so I could get to a point where I could possibly take this over into Messenger. I could possibly take this over into a Zoom, a FaceTime, some sort of conversation, because I know that if I have conversations every single day like that, I will find the people who need my product. I will find the people who need my business. Not everybody does. I don't need to push it to everybody, because that's just, it would be, if Mike wants an F-150 truck, Ford, everybody knows what a Ford truck is, and I try to sell him a Mercedes, he's going to think I'm crazy. He's going to say, Elizabeth, I love you. I don't need a Mercedes. Personally, I think everybody should have a Mercedes, right? Like, I want to be like Oprah someday and says, you get a car, you get a car, you get a car. Everybody gets a car. Okay. I'd love to do that. But if Mike doesn't want a Mercedes, it's not going to matter much, right? He wants a truck. A lot of times we do that in network marketing. So I know not everybody needs my product, but I need to have a conversation with as many people as possible every single day so I can find the people who do need my product, who do need my business opportunity. Bruce is having a great time today. I'm so glad you're here. Okay, let's go back over here now. So I'm going to ask the question so I keep the conversation going. Okay. Now, if I do this with a minimum of 10 people a day, at least 10 people on conversations, minimum, I will find people that eventually will be going over into my product or business. Same thing works for Instagram. If you're the Instagram person, cool, awesome. If you come over here to Instagram, you're going to do the exact same thing. Okay. You're going to come over here and you're going to make comments on posts, find something that actually resonates with you. Like, oh, look at this. Adrian climbed Long's Peak. I'm going to make a comment on this. So, and when I comment on this, I'm going to, again, take this. I'm going to come over to the Nowsite system. I'm going to come to comment on post. I'm going to put this here. And I'm going to say you. And I want something a little bit more specific, okay? You inspire me so much. So thankful to have you in my life. Okay. All right. When I do this, I'm going to hit generate. When I hit generate, you guys are total badasses. Longspeak doesn't even stand a chance against you. So thankful to have you in my life. Love this. Okay. Now I'm going to copy to clipboard. And what happens if you don't like it though? Let's address that real quick. Okay. Let's say Danielle says, I don't really say that like that. I don't like that. This is great. You just hit generate again, and it will give you a different way of saying this, right? You guys are legends. Climbing Long's Peak sounds like such an epic adventure. So thankful to have such inspiring friends like you in my life. I like that too. So I'm going to hit clipboard. I'm going to come over here and I am going to make my comment, right? I'm going to put my comment here. How would I train to attempt to do something like this? Okay. I'm asking a question that starts a conversation. It's not just oh, that's cool, blah, blah, blah. No, it's here's how would I train to attempt to do something like this? I want to do something like this. I know Steve does something like this all the time. Like Steve's like one of these badasses also. So that is how we comment. So that's where we're starting our conversations, right? Last part of the puzzle is also starting conversations themselves. You're awesome, Steve. Okay, starting conversations themselves. How do we start conversations? First of all, I'm going to take some of these posts and then I'm going to send a message to the person, okay? So let's go back to the comment that I made before over here with Willie. Okay. So I have this. If he made a comment back, I could comment on his, but at some point, I'm going to go and click on message. And when I do, I can actually send a message to him. And maybe I go like this. And I just put that one in there, right? Hey, how have you been? I have not seen you lately. Miss you. What is going on in your life? All about him, nothing about me. Okay. And there's the message, right? Now, here's the key to this. When you send the message over to somebody, never put your product in there, your business, never say you have to look at this most amazing opportunity, super duper backflip product in the world. Don't do that. Okay. I have people do that to me all the time. Don't do that because it's just delete, 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 delete. Because the moment somebody starts to feel like they're being sold, the wall goes up and you're not gonna be able to have that massive conversation. That is a conversation that they may need to have so that they can actually change their life. Okay. So we're gonna do our social media post. When we do our post, what we want to think about first is how do we want to have conversations? What do we want to have conversations about today? Now, I always set an intention when I make a post. I want to have conversations. So the intention is usually to have conversations about my product or business. Sometimes it's intention of getting inviting people into my community. I do a lot of mindset training and stuff like that. So inviting them there, whatever the intention is, I'm going to make a post like that. So if I make a post about losing 70 pounds and how my life's transformed, I'm probably going to be having conversations about weight loss. If I talk about, if I make a post about the transformation of going from somebody who was working a minimum wage job to living here in La Jolla, just a few minutes from the beach, that's going to start conversations about the business. Do you guys see the difference? So we want to think about what kinds of conversations we want to be having today. And it's never about selling anybody. It's always about the conversations. Steve, do you have a question, hon?
Yeah, just curious. I saw that post for Adrian, how he got those pictures one after the other. I mean, I want to know how to do that.
That's a reel.
Oh, is that a reel? Okay.
It's just a reel with pictures.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. And there's a lot of great programs that you can use to do that. Some simpler than others, but you could take photos and put one photo after another and turn it into a video. And Nina
Right.
does it all the time too. We'll do a thing in our thing for it and show you how
All
to do
right.
that. Okay.
Awesome. Thanks.
You're welcome. Danielle.
Hi. So uh I I want to share about how my financial situation is slowly changing. I'm going, my intention is abundance, but I'm not there yet. So
Perfect. Go ahead.
well, so I don't know what to say because I don't want to talk about abundance when I'm not there yet, although in my mind I'm there. You know, I am abundance. I'm attracting abundance. But how do I
Right.
but you know, my friends know that so far I'm not there yet.
So this is a fantastic question. This will help you on your health journey. This will help you on your financial journey. Any of these, this is what you would do, okay? So a long time ago, I was stuck because I wasn't successful yet, right? I wasn't successful in network marketing yet. I hadn't made all the money yet. I hadn't lost the weight yet, like all of this. And we're always waiting to arrive before we ever say anything, right? We're like, well, as soon as I arrive, then I can do this. And that's actually the biggest mistake that we can make. So what we can do instead is this is something that Ray Higdon taught me, okay? And it changed everything for me. I was talking earlier about a coaching session that he did with me back in 2020 that changed everything in my life. And this was one of the keys he gave me that I actually did, and it changed everything for me, okay? It's called the Hank Norman method. Okay. Hank Norman is Mel Robbins' coach. If you know who Mel Robbins is, she has a coach because coaches have coaches and successful people have coaches, right? And his name's Hank Norman. And he taught her this and he taught Ray Higdon this. You're going down this road and something happens and you make a decision. You make a decision to go a different direction, right? That decision probably was starting your network marketing business, realizing that you're fed up with your financial situation, that something has to change. You don't want to spend the rest of your life like this. For Jenny here, Coach Jenny and I have worked together almost 5 years, I think now. She made a decision. She was like, I'm done with the weight. I'm done. I can't do it. She's lost 70 pounds. Mike Navarro, we work together. He's lost 70 pounds. I've lost 70 pounds. Coach Steve got fed up and said, I come out of this relationship that hurt me so bad. I'm going to make changes. So whatever the change is for you, you make this change, okay? And you go a different direction. Here's the biggest problem. We think that we have to finish the entire change or become this other thing before we could ever talk back to the change. And really what we need to do is just go back and talk to the person that we used to be. Even if it's only this much, if I'm this much further ahead of you, I can help you. Because then what I'm talking about is, let me use Deborah here. Deborah's wonderful. We love Deborah, and she's got the best smiles. See? Gosh, love that smile. Okay. So Deborah, so I make a decision to start a business, and maybe I start it with Deborah. Okay. Deborah signs me up, and I'm on my way to starting something else. My story is, I realized that I was sick and tired of working so many hours that I was working at a job that just didn't appreciate me. I felt like I wasn't going to ever get the financial freedom, the house I wanted, the travel I wanted, as long as I kept going the path I was going. Thankfully, one day, a friend of mine, Deborah, told me about something that she was doing with a group of people that she was working with that were changing their lives. Now, I'll be honest with you, when Deborah first told me about this, I was just like, this stuff doesn't work. No. But I trusted my friend and I decided to join her. And now together we are working towards the dream of being able to live on that beach and being able to have some financial freedom and give to people and be able to do the things that I wanted to do. See, the biggest difference for me was I had to make a decision to no longer be the person who is going to just sit stagnant, to say that this was just the way it was going to be, and to settle for less than what I was going to deserve. And thankfully, Deborah helped me be able to make that change. If you're looking to make a change, I'd love for you to talk to us and join our group and be on the path with us. I'll tell you, sitting in mediocrity is worse than ever taking the chance of succeeding and failing. That's kind of the way I do
absolutely
it.
like I have goosebumps, except that how do I ask? No, I truly have goosebumps. How do I ask AI? Like how do I?
Perfect.
And the other thing
Yeah.
too is, embarrassingly, I've done every freaking MLM you could ever come up with since 1970 something. And I've never been really successful at any of them. And this one, I started making money right away. But what attracted me first was
Yeah.
that it's to help people.
Yeah.
So like, how do I do the blend?
Perfect. I don't know if I would say online that I was never successful at anything. You
No, I
could, that
wouldn't.
could be part of the story, because some people do that. For years I tried things that weren't working and I had to go through this process. The amazing thing was when I made the mind shift that it wasn't just about me, but that it was about serving others. That's when everything changed. And so that's kind of how I would address that. Like people go, "You're doing another thing again." Yeah, I am. I'm not giving up on my dream. I know a lot of people do, but I refuse to. And the cool thing is, it's starting to work. That's all I would say.
Okay.
That's honestly all I would say, because here's the thing. The people who know you and seen you struggle for a long time just say, she's whatever. The moment you start becoming successful, they're going to remember all that struggle and they're going to be like, wait a minute, what the heck? The second of all, there's 8 billion people out there that don't know you.
Yeah.
And those are the ones that we want to talk to, right? Because they don't know your struggle, but your story of the struggle can be powerful for them.
So how do I ask AI to write that post for me?
Perfect. Let's do that together. Everybody want to do that together? Okay, let's do that. This is going to be fun. All right.
I just want to say
We're good.
something,
Over.
Elizabeth.
Yeah.
You are so authentic and caring and brilliant. And I feel like I've known you forever, and I'm so happy to be part of this community. I'm very grateful. I'm very, very grateful.
I'm so grateful you're here. I'll tell you, this is my heart. I'm not kidding. I went through a lot in my life. I'm not kidding. I went through a lot. A lot of people here know my story, and I'll share some time with that. But I never want anybody to feel like they can't have the dream in their heart, because too much of the world tries to convince otherwise. And it's like, no, we're in it together. We're in it together, right? So I'm glad you're here. All right, let's make a post. This is going to be fun. Okay. We're going to come over here. I'm going to share my screen. And here we go. Okay. So how do we make that kind of post? First of all, we know we post on social media. Second thing is we have to decide whether or not we're going to use our own photo or not. Now, here's the thing. We think we have to make this decision right now. We actually don't have to make it right now. Okay. So I could go and make a selfie, or I could say I already have a selfie to use or some photo of me or whatever. But sometimes I don't have that yet, or I don't know which photo I want to use because I don't have my whole post yet, right? I'm a very visual person, so I kind of got to see the post to know which photo is going to match. So although I love Caption My Image and Selfie AI, many times what I will do is just go to Caption and suggest an image instead, so at least I can start the process, right? So let's ask the AI to write a post, okay? Write me a post about my journey from being a no, I don't know if I want to be low with no hope for the future to taking the chance and working with an incredible friend to now having an I'm going to do this both ways. I'm going to show you the one and then I'm going to show you the other. So everybody's got two ways of doing this. Amazing life of going after my dreams, having supportive people with me on the journey, and knowing that my life will just keep getting better and better. All right. Dismiss. Okay. Write me a post about my journey. That's the first prompt. Okay. So for Steve, Steve is a coach and he helps men who have gone through awful breakups get their mojo back, get themselves back, and start becoming really and living the authentic life that they want, right? Jenny here, she helps people with weight loss. And so when they're stuck and they don't feel like they can have the support and stuff like that, hers is that. So both of them have their own journey though that started, right? They were on and they're still on their own journey, right? The journey never ends. It just keeps evolving. So the first prompt is write me a post about my journey. Okay. Now, how does the AI know about your journey? It knows it from the information that you've put in and the information it keeps learning about you each day you use it, which is why you want to use it each day. So and then I tell it about my journey, right? I give it the extra information that it may not know or the specific information that I wanted to talk about. Write me a post of a journey from being a low-wage worker with no hope for the future to taking a chance and working with an incredible friend to have an amazing life of going after my dreams, having supportive people with me on the journey, and knowing that my life will just keep getting better and better. I am so thankful. Okay. Whoops. Why are you doing that? I am so thankful. Now, we're going to hit generate. We're just going to see what the AI comes up with. Now, it may not come up with the perfect thing at the very first. It may come up with something that I can start to work with, though. So let's start with this. From feeling lost in a low-wage job to embracing my dreams with open arms, my life did a completely 180. Thanks to a dear friend who believed in me, I found the courage to chase my goals and surround myself with supportive people. The best part, it's only getting better from here. Now, this is the cool thing I want you guys to see with this. First of all, ignore the photo. The photo is okay. So if Ginny and I were working together in the business, okay? And she was my upline. Now, some of you may have an upline that you don't like. I get it. But maybe you have a cross line, you have a friend that you're working with, doesn't matter. You point to that person as third-party validation, and you say, thanks to a dear friend who believed in me, I found the courage to chase my goals and surround myself with supportive people. If I was going to use that part in there, I would find a picture of my friend and I, even if we're on a Zoom together, I would do a picture of us together as the picture. And the best part is it's only getting better from here. The question that I would add to this, if I was going to use this, would be, are you stuck in believing that your life has to stay the same, that nothing's going to get better? Stuck in thinking your life is never going to change, that things cannot get better. I can tell you that you can have a different life if you make different choices.
You're missing the word have.
I can tell you that you can have a different life if you make different choices. Now, what would I add after this? It could be, if you're ready to make some changes, we have a supportive community, would love to have you hang out with us and start working towards that life. It could be, I would love to have a conversation with you. It could be, and it could be as simple as, if you're just doing inspiration, you're not going to do the offer. It could be I can tell you that you can have a different life if you make different choices. Don't give up on yourself. Do something different today. Many times I will make a post that doesn't have the offer at all, just because it's inspiration. Sometimes I make the offer that you can join my community. We could have a conversation. Let's have a coffee Zoom. Coffee Zoom is my favorite. But it's about getting our message out. Now, when you first start doing this, it doesn't happen overnight. You have to start being known by the people on social media and start attracting the followers that are resonating with your message. But this is also why it's important twofold. One, to have those posts on yours, and then to start conversations on other people's posts. Because when those people come back to your profile, they're looking at yours. Like, let's go back to mine. Okay. Give you an example, because we're visual people here. So we come back to mine. And if people come over here, they're going to say, they're going to see my slogan. This is my branding, your champion of dreams. Champion instead of cheerleader, because I get in the trenches with people. I'm there. I'm doing it with them. I'm doing the work with them. Transformation coach, entrepreneur, trainer. I help unhappy, defeated people change their lives. They're going to see that, and they're going to see that every post is a message about resonating with the exact same thing. They're also going to see places where I started off from. Because if you don't tell your story, if you don't tell how bad it was, if you don't tell where you've come from, you're not going to be able to really resonate with anybody. Like, this is when nothing's working and the doors are closing. In this video, I talked about how, gosh, when every door is closing and nothing's working at all, and you're just like, are you kidding me? Like, and you feel like a complete failure. Like, I talk about all of these different things because I want people to know that life can be different and there's an option there. So Danielle, what I would encourage you to do is, you're on a journey right now. You're on a journey of changing your finances, changing your life, and going after a dream where most people give up and don't even try. I would talk about the journey. I would talk about how I made the choice to, and I would always point to somebody else at the same time, so you're not the expert. Or just talk about the journey itself, But the most important thing is, if you authentically talk about your journey while you're on the journey, you're going to gain more and more and more and more followers, until the point where so many people want to be on the journey with you, because you're going someplace. It first feels like the impossible when you first start, but you're a forerunner, and people are always looking for a leader to follow. When we show up as that leader, we will find our tribe.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome, honey. And come back tomorrow, and each day we're going to help you. And I'm so happy that you're going to do it. All right. All right. Everybody's got their post. All right. Let's do 5 minutes. Let's go do our posts. Let's go be successful. Mike, by the way, your posts have been incredible lately. I cannot wait to see your next post. I am so proud of you. Oh my gosh. Amazing posts, such good posts. All right, while we're doing our posts, does anybody have a post already ready? Deborah? Or did you have a question, honey?
I actually have a question.
Okay,
Um,
stand up.
I'm having trouble, and it's happened a couple of times that once I've got my post and my image in AI, and then I click to add it to Facebook, and it, it uploads so that I can pull my image in, it won't pull the image in.
Okay, so I'm going to walk through the steps and then you show me where you're stuck. Okay, let
Mhm.
me share my screen. All right, so let's say we're here.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm going to post over to Facebook, I'm going to hit get started. When I hit get started, the image is downloading to my computer
Mm-hmm.
because I've requested it to download. I hit post.
Mm-hmm.
When I hit post, I'm going to paste and match style.
Mm-hmm.
When we paste and match style, the wording goes in here. Then I click this little button that looks almost like a little deck of cards, photo video. And then I click right here. The box should open up. So my downloads box opens up to see all my downloads. I click on the photo, I click open, and the photo goes in.
Right.
Where is it not working for? What step is not working?
So when I click to move the image in, it won't come in. Like
Are
when
you
I try
trying
to drag it into here and drop it.
Oh, you know what? I never use drag and drop because half the time it doesn't work on my computer for lots of things, and it's a computer issue that I have. I always just click on it and then go grab the file. So try that real quick. Go over here and then just click on this button right here, and your downloads or your button or your file box should open up where you can click on the photo, see if that works.
Yeah, I can do it from there because I have done it from there. But before,
Okay.
once you click it through what you're hearing, you click to post it in Facebook, then it goes to your downloads. And then usually I used to be able to just go up and grab it from where it uploaded to and just drag it in here. But all of a sudden I can't do that. Okay.
Yeah. Between updates with Facebook and updates with computers and stuff, it could be so many different things. That's why I don't ever bother dragging and dropping anymore. Because
I have a question.
Thank you, Elizabeth. I appreciate it.
you're welcome. Is that Dr. Herbert?
Yes, yeah.
Hi.
Hi. This is actually the second time I've been on, but I
Nice.
really had the time to pay attention. I love what you're doing. The site that you're working from, where you're pulling all that from, where's that site? How do I become a part of that?
Are you talking about the Nowsite program?
Yes,
Did somebody refer you here?
yes.
They're going to have a special link for you. So I would recommend using the link that they have because many times if they sent you a link, they usually have a special deal or something special that the regular website doesn't have. And so I would go back to the person that referred you over here and I would say, hey, can you give me that link? And they'll give it to you and then you'll be able to get the special that's going on right now that you wouldn't be able to otherwise access.
Okay, all right. So yeah, because he didn't send a link, he just gave me the website, nowsite.online. So I'll go back to him.
Go
Okay.
back to him and say, hey, you need to give me your link. And tell him this to say, Elizabeth, the AI trainer, said, give me your link, not just the website, because there's something better in there for me.
Okay. All right. I'll do that.
Because you want the better deal.
Yes, I want the deal.
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay.
So you're welcome, hon. All right. All right. Anybody's got a post that you want to share real quick? Because my pumpkin alarm is going off. Everybody good for today? All right. Let's share a post tomorrow. Let's do this. Tomorrow we'll come back at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, 8 a.m. Pacific. Bring the post that you make today. We'll share those posts that we did from today. And then we're going to talk some more about starting those conversations and really moving that needle. And remember, when you first start out on this, it feels like a lot to learn. You're like, oh my gosh, this is going to take forever. I promise you it won't. We're just going to take small steps each day. In a week or two, you're going to be like, whoa, this was a lot easier than I thought. So it's a lot of info at first, but we've got you. We're going to help you with that. Herbert, get back to the person that referred you over here, and they've got that link for you. And if anybody has any questions, please bring them back tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern time, 8 a.m. Pacific for My AI Live. Hope you all have a fabulous day. And remember, your dreams are important. The dream of your heart is so important. And when you come here each day, we're going to help you get to that dream. So have a great day, everybody. I love you all. Feel free to unmute.